So, you're heading to Rome. You've probably heard the stories that the public transport can seem a little chaotic. But trust me, it's actually an amazing toolkit for unlocking the entire city. And with this guide, you're going to master all of it, from buying the right ticket to finding some incredible scenic routes you won't find in most guidebooks.
Welcome to Public Transport Guide.
All right, let's jump right in with the first and most important question on everyone's mind. How do you actually pay for all this stuff? It's way simpler than it looks, I promise.
Okay, let's get this sorted out. We're going to look at the modern way and the, let's call it, classic way to pay. We'll cover the costs, and I'll tell you about the one crucial mistake that you really don't want to make. You've basically got two main choices here. You can go the super easy modern route with tap and go, just using your contactless card or your phone, or you can go old school with a paper ticket that you buy from a little shop or a machine. Both work, but you need to know how each one operates. Honestly, tap and go is a game changer. You just tap your card on the little red reader and boom, you're charged €1.50 for a 100-minute ride. The best part? The system is smart. It automatically caps your daily spending at €7, so you never pay more than a day pass. Now, the big rule here, and this is important, it's one person per card. You can't tap for yourself and then tap again for a friend. Okay, if you decide to use paper tickets, listen up, because this is the most critical piece of advice I can give you. You have to validate it. The moment you step on that bus or tram, find one of these little machines and stick your ticket in to get it time-stamped. Just having the ticket in your pocket doesn't count. If you forget, you could be looking at a fine of €50 or more. Seriously, don't forget this. So, which paper ticket should you even buy? Let's break it down. A single ticket, called a BIT, is good for 100 minutes. But if you think you'll take more than 4 rides in a single day, just get the 24-hour pass for €7. It's a no-brainer. And if you're there for a weekend or a whole week, the 72-hour or weekly passes offer some seriously good value. Just match the pass to your trip length. All right, so you know how to pay. Excellent. Now let's talk about the network itself. How do you actually get from point A to point B, from the Colosseum all the way over to the Vatican? I want you to think of Rome's transit system as having 3 main tools in your toolbox. You've got the metro, which is your express service for covering long distances fast. Then you have the buses, the real workhorses that get you right into the heart of the old city. And finally, the trams, which offer some really beautiful scenic rides to cool neighborhoods like Trastevere. Now, when you first see the metro map, it might look like a big bowl of spaghetti, right? But for you as a visitor, it's actually incredibly simple. You really only need to worry about 2 main lines to see almost all the major sites. It really is this easy. Line A, the orange one, is what I call the tourist line. It takes you to the Vatican, the Spanish Steps, the Trevi Fountain, all the big ones. Then you have line B, the blue one. That's your ancient line. It drops you right at the Colosseum and Circus Maximus. So just remember, orange for postcards, blue for ancient ruins. So why are buses so important in Rome? Well, it's because of something I call the historic center gap. Basically, the very heart of the city, we're talking the Pantheon, Piazza Navona, is so full of priceless ancient ruins underground that they can't dig metro tunnels there. So to bridge that gap, you gotta use the bus. Okay, you're almost an expert on getting around the city, but first you have to get into the city. So let's quickly cover the best ways to get from the airport to your hotel. First things first, and this is crucial, check your ticket. Rome has 2 airports. Are you flying into Fiumicino, the main international hub, or are you on a budget airline flying into the smaller Ciampino airport? The way you get into the city is totally different for each one. If you land at Fiumicino, the Leonardo Express train is the gold standard. It costs €14 and it gets you right to the main Termini station in a guaranteed 32 minutes. No stops, no traffic. It's fast, it's reliable, and it's totally worth it if you're short on time. Now, if you'd rather save a few euros for an extra gelato, the shuttle bus is your best bet from Fiumicino. It's about half the price of the train. The only trade-off is time. With Rome traffic, that ride can take you anywhere from 50 to about 70 minutes. And for the ultimate hassle-free option, especially if you have a lot of luggage, just grab an official white taxi. There's a fixed fare, €55, to anywhere in the central part of the city. Just make sure you confirm that fixed price with the driver before you go. And what about Ciampino? Well, there's no direct train from there, so the shuttle bus is really the best value. It's only about €6 and gets you to the city in around 40 minutes. The fixed taxi fare is also cheaper from Ciampino, only €40, simply because it's a closer airport. Okay, you know how to pay, you know how to get around, and you know how to get in from the airport. Now for the really fun stuff, the insider tips that will have you navigating the city like you were born there. I'm just going to say this as a straight-up warning, one you'll hear from every local. Bus 64. It runs a very popular route, but it is notoriously crowded and, unfortunately, a favorite spot for pickpockets. If you have to take it, just be extra aware of your belongings. Here are 3 quick tips to remember. 1. The metro shuts down early on weeknights, around 11:30 p.m. 2. Don't waste money on bottled water. You can drink for free from the hundreds of little fountains, called nasoni, all over the city. And 3. Transport strikes, called shopero, happen. It's always a good idea to just quickly check the news before you start your day. And now, for my absolute favorite piece of advice. This is the best sightseeing deal in the entire city. Forget those expensive tour buses. For the price of one single €1.50 ticket, Bus 118 will give you a tour of ancient Rome that is just mind-blowing. Here's all you have to do. Grab your ticket, find the stop near the Colosseum, and hop on. This bus will take you right past the gigantic baths of Caracalla, and then it drives down the actual ancient Appian Way, one of the oldest and most important roads of the Roman Empire. It's like a time machine on wheels. So there you have it. You've got the complete toolkit. You know how to pay, how to get around, and you've even got a few local secrets up your sleeve. The entire city, past and present, is now connected for you. The only real question left is, where are you going to go first?